Hey, good morning, my friends. I'm Live Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update. We've got a little bit bluer skies today, actually, maybe a lot bluer skies. I'll show that to you on the satellite imagery. What's happening there is the wind aloft has been blowing out of the northwest, and a lot of fires in Manitoba, Saskatchewan, straight to our north. Now the upper air flow blowing out of the west and maybe bending to the southwest, so it pushes the smoke out, it pushes the hotter temperatures in, and it also takes and gets us closer to scattered thunderstorms. Here we go. And so you can kind of see that the white milkiness is fading away, but you also get the idea that there are more bumpy patches of clouds around. Hey, good morning, Zandra Belson in Nashville, Michigan. I've never been to Nashville. What is Nashville, Michigan like? Anything to see there? All right, radar dry, and I don't anticipate a lot of thunderstorm activity today. We are in a lake breeze thunderstorm type situation, but very minimal. We had it just right as exactly planned and exactly modeled by this same model yesterday around the Bay City, Saginaw area. Some downpours in the afternoon, but that was about it. Good morning, Todd Nordhoff and lovely Cadillac, Michigan. So here's your radar forecast. This is into noon today. Dry, beautiful day. This is 3 o'clock this afternoon. 4, 5, 6. Everything points toward the isolated showers being in the northeast corner, up around Alpena, Mayo, Atlanta, Montmorency County, Oscoda today. Let me hit refresh here because we're always getting a new run, and that's the nice thing about this. So now we have the next run coming in. Let's see if it's changed its mind any. So here's 5 and 6 and 7 o'clock. I would not be surprised if something pops in the thumb as isolated, but otherwise you're looking dry. You're looking dry in Ann Arbor and Lansing, all the Detroit area, Flint, Jackson, Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, all looking dry. This is the middle of the night tonight. Nashville is tiny, says Zandra. I thought it was. I wasn't really sure. Hey, Presqu'Île checking in. Paul Fournier? Is that how you'd say it? That was Paul Bunyan's name also, correct? Out of Bay City. All right, so now the longer term with the next, we'll call it intermediate model, going into this afternoon, it forecasts also clump of thunderstorms in the northeast. Traverse City probably dry, Big Rapids dry. Now we go through the night tonight. Now we're into tomorrow afternoon, and again, just an isolated thunder shower. Note that as we get into Friday night, Saturday morning, a line of storms coming across Wisconsin. In this model, we see the line of thunderstorms coming toward Michigan midday Saturday, coming toward northwest lower Michigan, and in the weakening phase. I would say the weekend is going to be almost all dry. If you get into a thunderstorm, it's a 1 hour type thunderstorm. See, Paul Fournier verified it. The Paul Bunyan, the legend of Paul Bunyan started in Bay City, Michigan with Paul Fournier, a lumberjack coming out of Ontario. And the legend has it that he had 2 sets of teeth and he would bite a wooden bar and leave his mark with the 2 sets of teeth. All right, now we go to the European to see if we've got any widespread rain in the lineup. This is Friday afternoon. This is Friday night. Saturday, what does it do with the line of thunderstorms? Keeps it out. This is Saturday afternoon and evening. I feel probably looking dry. And here's Sunday. Still no major activity. The cold front approaching on Monday into Tuesday. So, without the smoke, with the southwesterly wind, with the atmosphere warmth building, you're going to see the temperatures go up in this forecast. So, I would call it, I guess, hot by the time we get to Saturday. This is today, upper 80s. You'd probably call that hot. Remember, our normal high now is unfortunately going down. Diane Scott checking in from Mount Morris. So here's Friday, near 90. Here's Saturday. Call it 90 to 94. A lot of 91, 92, so it'll be hot, and even in the UP. Classic summer afternoon on Saturday. Sunday, same deal, hot. Temperatures upper 80s, low 90s. Monday into the still into the 80s. Tuesday and Wednesday were projected to cool down a touch on a cold front. That cold front is looking to just make it to our area and cool us down a touch, but now the 70s are gone and the forecast is very warm. So summer continues like we figure it would. Not always at this time of the year. Usually the first 2 weeks of August, very summery, and then we start to get little hints of fall. I see the fall pattern developing in 2 or 3 weeks up along the Canadian border, and what that means is cold fronts start to develop, and those come through late August and in September, and we're in the 80s to maybe even 90s ahead of the cold fronts, and then we drop down into the 70s behind the cold front. So some fantastic weather continues. No big thing to worry about in weather, except you got to water your garden. I was away from my tomatoes for 2 days. I came back and they were all wilted, but they had started to finally turn red too. So there's your weather update for me, Mark Torregrossa and MLive. Thanks for joining us. Have yourselves a great day. Bye.